All right, this is the third lesson in the two-dimensional geometry unit. It is basic area. The homework that goes along with this is page 8 and 9. I want you to do this problem for a warm-up, and I'll scroll up in a minute. So pause it. Do number 1, find the perimeter. All right, let's take a look at this. How do you find the perimeter of any shape in the world? Don't you add up all the sides? Look at these hash marks. This has 1. This side also has 1. That means they're the same. So this side is 2x plus 3. This one has 2. This one has 2. So this side is 3x minus 4. So you can do this problem one of two ways. You could just add up all the sides. So 2x plus 3 plus 3x minus 4 plus 2x plus 3 plus 3x minus 4. That's your perimeter. Combine like terms. That'll be 10x. 3, negative 4, 3, negative 4. That'll be minus 2, because you'll have positive 6 minus 8. That's your perimeter. And that's it. You can't solve. All you're doing is finding the perimeter. It's just an expression. Now, the other way I could do this problem, couldn't I do 2 times the length plus 2 times the width? Now, that's what happens here. I'm going to use the distributive property. So I'll have 4x plus 6 plus 6x minus 8. I'm going to combine my terms. I get 10x minus 2. Same difference. Okay, let me scroll up here. Find the perimeter of 2. Go ahead and pause it and do this one. All right, again, these single hashes show me that those two sides are the same length. So this is x plus 1/2. How do I find the perimeter of any shape? I add up the sides. So 4x plus x plus 1/2 plus the bottom is 4x plus, or I'm sorry, 6x plus 4 plus the left is x plus 1/2. Now, find the perimeter. I add all the right terms. Combine my terms. That's 5x, 11x, 12x. 1/2 plus 1/2 plus 4 is 5. So 12x plus 5 is 5. All right. I want you to find x. And then once you find x, use that to find the value of the angles. Excuse me. Go ahead and pause this and work these two problems out. All right. For the one on the left, it's a triangle. My equation, the 3 angles in every triangle in the world add up to 180. So I'm going to have 4x minus 10 plus 40 plus x plus 20 equals 180. Now, let's solve this. Combine like terms. 4x plus x is 5x. 10, that's minus 10 plus 40 plus 20 is plus 50 equals 180. Subtract 50 from both sides, and I'm going to have 5x is 130. And then, to finish solving, I'm going to divide both sides by 5, and x is 26. Now, once we have x, let's go back and find the angles. This angle right here will be 26 plus 20 is 46. This angle, 4 times 26 minus 10 is 94. This angle, I already have 40 degrees. So, how can I check that? I can add these 3 angles together, and I guarantee you will get 180. All right, so, how did I write that equation? Well, the 3 angles in every triangle in the world add up to 180. I'm going to erase this. And let's go over this problem. This is a quadrilateral. It's got 4 sides. What do we know about the 4 angles in every quadrilateral? They add up to 360. So my equation is going to be 4x plus 5x always add up to 360. So let's solve this. Combine like terms over here. That'll be 10, 16x. 40 minus 60 is minus 20 equals 360. Add 20 to both sides. 16x equals 380. I do this right. Let me make sure I wrote everything correctly. 10, 16, 80. Yep. Divide both sides by 16, and you end up with x is 23.75. Now, once we know that x is 23.75, I can substitute that in to find the angle. So, 5 times 23.75 is, this angle is 118.75. 4 times 23.75 is 95. This angle, 5 times 23.75 minus 60 is 58.75. And last but not least, 2 times 23.75 plus 40 gives you 87.5. Now, if you add these four angles together, I guarantee you will get 360 degrees. All right, today we are talking about area. You should be on page 9 in your note packet. You are going to need to have your formula sheet with you. And you're going to need to refer to that. It's blue. You should already have a copy of it. All right. Two things that I want to talk about. First, I want to look at perimeter. Perimeter is the distance around a shape. And it is measured in, this is a linear inch. This is a linear inch. So when you find perimeter, you are adding up the sides, and it is linear. It is just inches or feet or miles. Area is, now if that was a square inch, pretend that was a perfect square. It is in square units. This is where perimeter is. Perimeter is the distance around the outside. You add up all the edges. An example of a perimeter would be a fence around a yard. Area, this is area. And you measure area in square units. This is what a square inch looks like. So it is in square units. You can write it this way, square inches. And a square inch looks like this. It's an inch by an inch, a square inch. All right. Now, when you do these problems, you need to identify the shape, and you need to look at your formula sheet and find the formula for area. So, find the area of this. This is a square. If you look on your formula sheet, area is side squared. You get that from your formula sheet. What is the side? It's 7. So area is 7 squared. Area, 7 squared is 49, and you need to have square feet on it. Make sure you have the appropriate label. This shape is a rectangle. If you look at your formula sheet, area is length times width, and it's 8 times 10. So area is 80 centimeters squared. Okay. Square centimeters. All right, find the area of the triangular part of the doghouse. Now, when you are doing these problems, you need to look at your formula sheet. The formula for area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. And the base and the height meet each other at a right angle, and you will see that on your formula sheet. So, this is the base. This is the height. And if you look at your formula sheet, it will tell you what is what. All right, let's find the area. It is 1/2 times 36 times 21. Punch that into your calculator, and you will get 378, and it's going to be square inches. or inches squared. All right. Let's look at this problem. This is a more difficult problem. It says, if the area of the triangle is 120 square units, what is the length of the base? So, let's start out with area is 1/2 base times height. The base and the height meet at right angles. So this is the base, this is the height. They meet at right angles. We are looking for the base. So let's plug in what we know. The area is 120, so that's area. Equals 1/2 times. We don't know what the base is, so I'm going to keep it B. The height is 12. Let's solve this. 120 equals 1/2 times 12 is 6 feet. Divide both sides by 6. B is 20. The base is 20. That is a more difficult problem because I am giving you the area and you need to find the base. All right, find the area of this trapezoid. On your formula sheet, the formula for area of a trapezoid is 1/2 times the height times the quantity b sub 1 plus b sub 2. And if you look at your formula sheet, it will tell you this is b sub 1, this is the height, and this is b sub 2. Your formula sheet shows you that. You need to look at it. So if I want to find the area, I'm going to 1/2 times the height is 4.4. Notice I have parentheses. You cannot drop the parentheses. Times the quantity, b sub 1, which is 6.7, plus b sub 2, which is 9.3. Now, if you are using a calculator, you can type it in exactly as it is, including the parentheses. If you are doing it by hand, you need to follow order of operations. So I need to do what's in parentheses first. So A equals 1/2 times 4.4 times the quantity. 6.7 plus 9.3 is 16. Is that right? Yeah, 16. 1/2 times 4.4 is 2.2 times 16 ends up giving you 35.2. And it is square inches. The perimeter of a rectangular garden is 36 yards. One side has a length 12. Find the area of the garden. I'm going to draw a rectangle. Always draw the shape. It tells you the perimeter is 36. So one side is 12. Find the area. Well, in order to find the area, don't I have to find my other side? So this is x. We don't know what this is. This is x. This is 12. So isn't the perimeter? Add up all four sides. So they're giving us the perimeter is 36. So 36 is going to equal 12 plus 12 plus x plus x. Because I added all four sides together, that equals a perimeter. Let's solve this. 36 equals 24 plus, combining like terms, 2x. Subtract 24 from both sides. So 12 is 2x. Divide both sides by 2. X is 6. So this side is 6. So area is length times width. I now know my length and my width are 12 and 6. So area is 72. And what is it? Square yards. We're going to skip that one because it's just like another one. We're going to skip, well, we'll look at this one. This is a parallelogram. The formula for area of a parallelogram is base times height. This is the base, this is the height. So area is 22 times 10. Area is 220 square inches. What is the ratio of the perimeter to the area? Well, before we do this, we got to find the perimeter and the area. So my perimeter